Hello my lovelies, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hey hi, how are you, what it do? My name is Alyssa and I am the girl with the plum bob tattoo. Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to be showing off the journal that I just finished making. You may see a few cameos from my animals. My cat just jumped. This is called Mary Jane and it's inspired by cannabis. This is my cannabis junk journal. The idea behind it is honoring all the women who just were unapologetically into their Mary Jane. This is just every woman, this is just what it represents. It represents every woman who likes their Mary Jane, I guess. This is the cover. I added a little weed charm with a little gem on the middle. We have lots of gold in this too, so it's like a neutral green and a gold kind of book. I don't know. I really love it. I love how it turned out. I have these plants in the middle of the book that just kind of, I don't know, I like doing plants that come out instead of the charms, because I feel like it would be really cute sitting on a shelf like this, you know? So we can go ahead and take that out. We've got some pretty holographic tape that's kind of just like keeping it soft. It's all together, it won't fall apart, but it keeps it nice and soft and it's pretty. So the outside is kind of like velvety. It's really pretty. I got it off of Etsy and it's like super duper soft. We have technically 4 signatures, but I have a couple loose books within this book as well. On the side here, let's see if I can show you beyond this. Okay, you can't really see the side. Let's show you the top, I guess. I'll show you the side once the bow comes off, but this is the top and then this is the bottom. And we got some danglies, a lot actually of danglies and charms and all that good stuff. So this is some, I think, sari that is keeping it together. I put some gold eyelets on there to keep it nice and sturdy. It is a lot of sewing went into this, so it is a very sturdy journal. It should last you a very long time. All right, so if we open it up, oh, okay. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I must not have put that in there correctly, but so these cards stay in here like this. There's also, this part is actually loose too, so you can tuck other things in there like that, but I just chose to keep it, you know, underneath the ribbon here. We have lots of stuff right away that comes out. We have lots of tags. So there are going to be lots of photos of women and smoking and all that jazz. So this is from, I believe, like the early 1900s. It's just a journaling card called Lest You Forget, and we've got some ladies smoking and a guy kind of spying on them. And then we have this lady. Actually, okay, it's kind of funny. I used Bing AI generator and I made this with an AI generator. I just put in like redhead in a garden with roses, smoking a pipe, painting, and this is what it gave me. There are a lot of AI paintings in here and stuff. So this is the first one. Then we've got this journal belongs to. It's just a little thing so you can write your journal or write your name and then any little notes that you want on the other side. And then we have a makeshift kind of like library card. So it's got like all these dates on it and some mushrooms. There are some mushrooms within this too, because I just feel like weed and mushrooms, it just goes hand in hand. Let me get you closer. This is the inside cover. I put a lot of this trim throughout the journal because it just reminds me of like buds, just like the leaves. More bookmarks that come out of that, and then this is like actual inside. It's just like a nice, think of watercolor painting of a plant. And then we've got these guys here that go within those, and they're just, you know, like little bookmarks that you can journal on the other side. And this one has kind of like a long charm too. Right here, little beads, and that just kind of like overlaps the book. You can use it as, you know, obviously these are bookmarks, so you can use it throughout the book. And then this guy, all those little cannabis leaves on there, and then some pretty other flowers too. I stamped the other side of it. So let's put this back. So then it just slides in like this, if I can do it. So the first page is vellum, and I put like a little like name placement so you can put your name on there as well. No one should be confused about who this belongs to. There's plenty of name cards here, and we stitched on a thing that says grow like a weed, and I added some trim that has more, it's like a different, it's kind of like a hemp rope with some leaves along the side of it that are, you know, it's the same but different, I guess. And then once you turn the page, we have this first page, which is kind of cute. It's like pop-out art, I feel like. We got mouths with joints in their mouth. And then inside is who I imagine to be the original Mary Jane who owned this journal. I kind of imagine that it like goes down generation to generation of women who just, you know, they love to smoke. But this is the first Mary Jane. All the women in here are technically Mary Jane, just different generations of Mary Jane. So goes in here. I like to imagine she was the first one who owned this journal and kind of started it, you know? So then we got more trim and like a little tab with lace. We got kind of a plain spread here. I like how when I make pockets with like sewing them, it just like adds a little something, you know? It just adds something to the page, and I like writing little excerpts in the squares and stuff. So I stamped on some plants here, and then I cut out some hole punch heart and leaves. And then this spread is really cute. These are my little weed fairies. Got like a little mushroom patch sewn in there, and then we have more AI art of fairies smoking, and another one right there. And they just go in here. And then this one is interesting. This fairy is actually real. Like, I didn't get this off AI. Oh, I mean, she's not real, obviously, but it's a real picture, and she can come out from behind this window here. I actually got this from the packaging. I got a gardening shovel, and it had a little window there, and I thought that was really cute. So, and then the leaves behind it came from like a brochure. This is the little fairy, and I just imagine that like those leaves, because they're so long and skinny, it kind of looks like she would be the Cannabis fairy. And then you can write on her or make her a tag or whatever. And then she goes back in here like so. And then you can continue to pull her out with those. And then behind that is another fairy. This is AI. I think it's so cool what we can do with AI now. Like, I just think that's like, it's kind of dangerous, but it's really cool at the same time. I sewed on a little butterfly, added flower children, and made a little ruffle. So this is the next page. I like the little sewing accents. My dog is like in my face, right? Foxy, go on. Foxy, go on. And then I added some ribbon right here and a little tuck spot with some jars. Rise above the bullshit. I thought it was kind of cute. Oh my gosh, she's so loud. She itches so much. And it jingles her collar all around. So this is the next page. We've got a little picture of a woman from like the Victorian era. She's got her kitty. Actually, I don't think she's even smoking. This must be from a different kit that I had, and I just mixed it up, but I think it's really cute too. Oh no, never mind. There's a whole plant behind the cat. That's what it is. Okay, so this is one of the first Mary Janes, and I kind of separated each signature with like a different generation. So like in this signature, the first one, we've got like cartoons of like olden ages, and then we've got pictures of old, you know, Victorian era and all that stuff. With each signature, it gets closer and closer until we end with like the 60s and like the hippie era. This is being held to, oh, by the way, I accidentally printed this upside down, but I don't think it really matters. We made a pocket out of this and the next page. This is a little altered paper clip that I added to, you know, add some intrigue to. And then I made a little pocket here, and we have, ooh, this lady's naked, but it's a card. And we've got a little word search that is all cannabis related. Thought that would be kind of fun for whoever buys it to just have something to do in it, you know? So we'll just put that back this way, and I paper clipped the whole pocket. All right, so next page. This is an old stationery that I've had for a long time. This is from an envelope that a client gave to my husband when they were writing like a thank you note, and it was green, so I decided to save it and use it here. The grass is always greener. And then we have like this thing folds out, and then I painted this on top of a book page, and then I added some stenciling in the background too. And then this this folds out and I have another stamp. This is like the coolest to me. And then also, you know, we've got the gold from the cover on there too. Then we've got like the Reefer Madness era, the devil's weed for adults only, exposing the tragic truth of the marijuana menace. Oh my goodness. And then we've got women from this era just smoking like they don't care. This is real, this is AI. Got this one off Google, got this one off Bing image generator. And then we've got this lady from Reefer Madness on another altered paperclip with this guy. My cat is meowing like crazy, sorry. Actually, I think her name was very similar in the movie Reefer Madness to Mary Jane. It was like Mary something. I don't know, Mary something, but I love the version on YouTube that you can watch where the smoke is different colors every time they exhale.
Of course, if you're afraid. That's better, that's more like it. I know you like that, really you will. Now just take a puff of that.
So I went ahead and photoshopped the smoke to make it look like it does in the movie. And then I'm just gonna put her back right where she was. We've got a little tag here from ribbon. My cat is just miserable. I'm sorry, guys. So then I stenciled this page here. This is actually like, I got this paper from Goodwill, actually. It's like accounting paper, but I thought it was a really nice touch. And then I stenciled this page, and then we've got a little cannabis lady. I don't know, really pretty legs and all that jazz. And then inside is another bookmark, and these leaves come out and just kind of, you know, add a little intrigue to the top. And the next page, transform. I used coffee, like a coffee cup, to kind of like stamp the little, it looks like coffee cup, honestly, but yeah. We've got these two little tags here. This one also hangs out, and then this one kind of like just is what it is, hangs out the side. My cat is just, go on, Prince. I stitched a little tag up top. So we've got another pocket here with a bunch of cards. This one came in a digi-kit, and we've got this one, Indica, your smoking pleasure. And then we've got two little kids standing in front of a giant marijuana tree. It is gigantic. And what does it say? Chinese hemp growing for seed at Staten Island, New York. Ooh, okay, get out of here. This pocket is vellum. I printed on it, put a little pattern on it, and then this is also a tuck spot. These go here, and this goes rather. Stenciled some little plants on there, and then altered paperclip, and we've got a picture of a man with weed garden, just tons and tons and tons. And then I also stamped on the other side. This is the other side of that green envelope, and then I put some stuff inside the envelope. Postcard, and then we got some ladies at the beach just having a good old time. That has nothing really to do with hemp, but you know, it's a girly journal, so I had to put some girly things in it. And then we have another photograph of another Mary Jane lady. I think she's beautiful. We have Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? And those go inside these tuck. And then inside this tuck is another bookmark of a little witchy lady. And she's got hemp in her hands, or her arms, I guess. And yeah, I just put like a different pocket on the outside of the envelope. It looks a lot crazier than it really is. And then I stitched that on the other side because my husband's name is behind it. And then we have that stationery again, another tab. We have a little book page with some stamping, and this lady with a little 20s flapper lady. Stenciled, got another lace, or I guess fabric. And then we have a belly band with, this lady was gonna go on the cover originally, but she kept falling out. So it's weird because the lady before wasn't falling out, and then, you know, on video it just had to. We've got this lady, looks like Victorian. I stamped on the other side of this one, and then we've got this lady who also looks kind of Victorian, and they go right in here. And then we've got, this is just construction paper. I altered this paper clip. There's one or two more that are just like this. Actually, it's just one, with some feathers and some moss and a little jewel. It says clarity, and you open it up and there's room for journaling. And we've got another image from Reefer Madness. and another couple of ladies who are fellow Mary Janes. And that just goes back. I just love how that looks. And then we've got JFK because he was a heartthrob and he's smoking in this picture. I think he's smoking a joint. Like it could be a cigarette. Cigarettes looked different back then, but you know, he's smoking. So I just figured that'd be like the heartthrob of this, you know, particular generation. This is a pocket, a weed plant, and then inside is another word search. What goes in there? Oh, there's something else in there too. Oh, it's a guy. Well, it's for the ladies. It's for the ladies, I promise. Then that is pretty much the end of signature 1. This is signature 2. I have mainly about like 50s-ish, like 40s, 50s, and growing a garden. So this is a vellum page. We've got a card here that is sewn around and is just kind of vintage looking. Green thumb, little ink there. This is a cool page. So I bought some of these little jars and then, okay, let me show you. Is it holding anything together? It is. This is an altered paper clip. I got a little jar and I put some moss in it and it just looks like, you know, a little personal Percy jar of weed in there. And then we've got the same idea. This actually is a bag and it opens up, but I was having trouble opening it up. So I just made it into a pocket instead. And then I put this, which looks like, you know, it's filling the jar with weed, and I just slip that in and that's just where it goes. It just looks like it's either full of weed or not, and that goes there. And then, you know, I just figured this was the perfect page to put the paper clip. So then this holds this lady and this image. We'll have lots to smoke this winter, won't we, mother? Grow your own, smoke your own. I swear that's like a meme. Like those two are always a meme. All right, that goes there. Oh, and then we've got the little cannabis images, because of course. Then another little ribbon tab, this little tag here, and a little mushroom. Another painting I did, but I made it into a pocket this time. We have another opening on the inside, and this is holding this lady. Another AI image that I made. There's a few of these ladies in here, and she is front and back. A little journaling card, the exact same kind of altered paper clip. And then inside here, we have a little pad, and it's like a little thing where you would keep it by the phone while you were out getting stoned. This is who called, you know, your connection called, wants a 420 appointment, we'll call back at 421, needs to score, wants your body, dog ate your stash, a party broke out, the cops came by, we smoked your nugs, the boss fired you, I forgot. Oh, the boss fired you, we were getting stoned too. Okay, I wasn't understanding. And then some little messages, and I just thought it was really cute. You don't even have to use it, but I thought that was really cute to include. So that goes in there, and then little lady. And I kind of like leaning the paper clip this way so it's not in the way of like the sorry when I close it back up. I stamped a little watering can because this whole signature is basically about gardening. And then we've got this tag that says let's plant a magical garden. All of the images you can write on the back of. Stationery page. Oh, another pocket on the inside here. And this has MetaZoo cards in it. MetaZoo cards are just a playing card game, and I picked out some kind of like, you know, things that look like they would be related to weed, and I just put them all up in there and put them in this little bag because I just had so many tags. I didn't know what to do with all of them. I didn't have enough tuck spots for all these tags, so, you know, just put those in there and then you can do what you want with them. And this is a lace pocket, and this lady holding her gigantic nug and weed, and it's beautiful. We've got like a graph paper with weed all up on it. This is the middle signature, which is just a pretty image. And then another image on the back, and it says life is but a dream. I stenciled that on and kind of distressed it, made it look a little more vintage. And this is a hidden little note spot. You can hide it with this lace. This I turned into a pocket, named it Balance, and it's also a tab. You know, works as two different things. This is another gardening lady. Marijuana, hey, at least it's not crack. And today's good mood is sponsored by weed. And I just put those up in this pocket. And then here we go, another gardening lady. This is like the same thing that I put into the AI, and I just regenerated multiple times, and I loved every image that came out of it. So, and then I put a little leaf leaf ribbon here, and it says hanging with my friends. And of course you can journal on the back of it. Okay, and then the next page, this is just a little envelope that's, you know, hanging over, and it goes like this. And I've got some pretty tape. I love this tape. It's shimmery and it's just got so much character to it. I added it all over the journal. And we've got another gardening lady, surprise, surprise. And this little funky image that I found, and I just couldn't resist. So obviously you can write on both sides. It says garden on that, folds back in, and then we've got a tape tab and some more stenciling, and more stenciling and more coffee dye, another graph paper, and we've got a little pocket. I love this pretty sparkly, it's like actually a fabric. And then another AI lady. Another little image of a bud here on my vellum. And this is a card that, I don't know, I ended up having to like basically put images everywhere because it was a greeting card that had something unrelated on it. And then we've got a little tag in there, but this is big enough to hold anything you might want to put in it. And on the other side, it's just sparkly. And then this is the next signature. When we bring what is within out into the world, miracles happen. The top pocket is vellum, and it's got these two cards in it, tags I should say. And then we've got these two in the back pocket, and I made it look like, what's the word, Polaroid pictures. So a few of these look like Polaroids. This is another AI image, by the way. And then we've got a little weed art, and those go right in the back, and a pretty ribbon tab. I thought this was kind of a cool idea. It's a little hanger thing that I got from a craft store, and I don't use them, so I thought this was like a good idea to hang the Polaroid pictures through. So we've got a few Polaroids. These are all AI. These are all AI, and if you look close enough, you can kind of tell these definitely are not real, but you know, they're cute. Those go on this page, and then I really love this illustration. That goes right there. I actually AI generated some stationery, so that's what that is. And then a little pocket here, and eat your greens, and this is kind of another version of the thing that's in the front cover. We've got another Polaroid, these 60 ladies, or 70s I suppose, maybe. We've got another Let's Plant a Magical Garden. It's a little bit bigger, and that goes into the vellum. Oh, another page that I painted of a plant. And then, is there anything in here? Nope. So if you ever want to put anything in there, there is definitely space. So then right here is like the other half of the construction paper. It says the grass is always greener, and it opens up and you can journal, and it's hidden. And then we have these, I didn't know where else to put them. Portal to the Cat Dimension and Hellcats, a definitive guide. These are all just so sarcastic. I love them. So those go tucked in there. And then I have this kind of cool little thing, this like little mesh thing that I used as a pocket. And then we've got another AI image and a little weed, and those just go in here. Sparkly tab. And then I stenciled some flowers everywhere because, you know, 60s and stuff. I actually made this stationery on Photoshop, and then I put this little ribbon there. More stenciling, another tab. Go a little bit faster. I got a little fairy smoking here. This is another AI image. I just love what you can do with AI now. And behind her, we have these two tags. Off in Fantasyland, he's got his plant and another little weed leaf, and they go right behind her. We've got another hidden, not really hidden because it's just mesh, but a little curtain to write underneath. Next page, another AI stationery. And then in the middle of this signature, they're writing prompts actually to help you feel more inspired on what to write in here. So the first one is write about a time when you were alone and what you found. Imagine the adventures of someone who can move about between alternate realities. What would happen if you ended up suddenly living in another country? So on and so on. Use these topics to help you get your creative juices flowing while you write in this journal, stoned, hopefully. So this should just help, you know, with some inspiration. You don't have to do it, obviously, but I thought it was cute. And then I added some leaves to kind of use as a tab. I love this. I love that ribbon trim, whatever the heck it is. And then we've got another vellum pocket and so many dipshits learn about society. And then we've got more little notepads. How high am I? Not at all. Feeling a buzz. Getting kind of toasty. Pretty baked. Life is beautiful. Munchies. Whoa, high as a kite. Totally stoned. What was I doing again? have you ever really looked at your hand? And you got date, time, location, notes, what am I feeling, how am I doing? And then this is just kind of like another add-on to it. What can I absolutely not forget no matter what? Genius idea, big questions, and then you can doodle. And then there's like a little fact on the bottom. It says the first record of marijuana's medicinal properties dates as far back as 28 BC in an ancient Chinese pharmacopoeia. Is this even focused? I'm sorry, my camera hates focusing. So these in this little vellum pocket. This is from the dollar store. This is a different sparkly green paper that I got. It says awaken on it, and then we've got self-help guide, coping with stress, and then we've got let's make special brownies, family recipes. And next page, we got more stationery, and then I made this pocket, which is gummy bears. I don't know where I even found this image, but yeah, gummy bears, and then I stitched a hi alien on top of it, and then we've got some hi ladies from AI. These are all AI. Actually, we've got a little Alice. Yeah, this is all AI. But they're all beautiful. They are beautiful. Next page. So we've got another altered paper clip. This is just, you know, just got like the trim and some moss on it. And then another AI image. And you can fold this out and there are more AI images inside that pocket. And I really, really like the little flowers and smiley faces. It just gives that hippie vibe. And I'm really into that vibe right now because I'm moving into the 60s in my history legacy Let's Play on The Sims. I was really having fun with this. And then we've got tags. I don't know. I get all the words mixed up. So we got Medusa straightening her snakes and another weed plant. And it tucks inside this pocket of this beautiful little Mary Jane lady. And we've got a tincture recipe in here. So tincture is something that you can use to cook and make edibles. And it comes in handy a lot. So thought I'd add that. And then it's called Green Dragon, so I just added a green dragon, like a little floral dragon, a lady smoking. And then this next signature is just a bunch of stationery so you can write. And, you know, whenever you feel inspired, you can just write. Is all AI generated except for this. I made that. A lot of this book was AI generated. After that, we have two little books in the back cover. And I really, really like this trim that I put on the bottom. I have cheesecloth that I sprayed to color and a little image in the background that's watercolor. This first book in the back cover has a little saying on it. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And it's just got some little notes that you can take. It's got little separated tabs. The first ones are daily intakes and you can record that, notes about the day. And then we've got a cannabis expense tracker. And then in the next tab is edibles and how they make you feel and all that stuff. And the next tab, I'm trying to go a little faster, is your favorites list. And you can just write about your favorite. So it's just like a little mini book inside the book. And then we have one more mini book inside the book, which is a little coloring book. So let's get high and color drugs. So this just has a bunch of black and white images that you can color when you're stoned. I just thought it was really cute. That goes in the back. So yeah, y'all, that is my Cannabis Mary Jane journal. Beautiful. She's large and in charge, and I just love her so much. So I will be listing her on my Etsy shop very soon. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will see you all in the very next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.